Hello,
spaghetti.
everybody.
Oh,
It's okay. Okay, we should be live on Adelson now. Let me make sure.
Okay, I'll see you over there.
Okay, Linda.
okay. Okay.
All right, let me see. Make sure that we're live over here. Live chat, make sure. Hello.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so Donna Adelson. Abby said she's going to come back and talk about this. There's people that are into all different kinds of cases. Like Jen Grill is talking about, she's still really into Karen Reed, and now a whole bunch of stuff is coming out. And then she was talking to Jimmy forever about Karen Reed today. And, maybe we will revisit some of the stuff that's going on. But right now we're on the Adelson watch, and it is a whole family is sunk, and it's all by their own doing. You know what I mean? When you look at it and you say, how could people F up their lives so freaking much, that had everything, that had the money, the opportunities, the standing, everything, to have an amazing life, to travel all over, which they were doing, okay? She says, at 70, whatever she was when she was arrested at 72, she had a great life. She traveled. She did this. Is it a great life when for the last 10 years you're looking over your shoulder for when you're going to be arrested? Because literally when those arrests started in 2016, how do you even have any kind of piece of that? How would you even want that? But that's a whole family that took themselves down, all because they felt that they should have everything they want, and everything they want is their daughter there. And you know what the irony is? That they said the kids, they literally took away the kid's father, took away their lives, essentially, right? Because they're going to be in prison for the rest of their lives. And those kids, didn't they say those kids are older, like now what she's saying? They don't need anyone, they're out with their friends. So at that point, she was seeing them every now and then when they weren't with their friends. And now she'll see them behind glass, or never. For what? It's out of this world that more than one person sits down with a plan like this and thinks, yeah, let's do that. And then she says things like she thinks their family was cursed to Harvey when that jail call. And I mean, I don't think it's cursed. I think it's God trying to bring the truth to light. How would someone not hang up on a jail call, not realize it, and then proceed to give the investigators like a trove of information about what you're planning? Vietnam, visas, leaving the country, just craziness. So you have all that. But then there were text messages that we just found out about. The ones that she says to Wendy, your brother protected you your whole life, and he's going to jail for the rest of his life. He's going to prison. I'm next. You can bury me in the dress that I was going to wear to Lincoln's bar mitzvah. And then they brought out this notebook. And this notebook was that woman you see up there, an inmate with Donna, who had at one time met Catherine Magbanua in jail. And because of that, Donna hatched up this crazy scheme. And just as she did with Wendy, she would write down the stuff, write down the emails. This is what you have to tell them. Like a mother would do her kids' homework and say, here, just copy this down in your own writing. I did this for you. That was Donna Adelson. Here, I wrote your script out. This is what you need to say. And she wrote this entire script out for this woman. And her plan was trying to exonerate herself and also exonerate Charlie, because she was going along with his extortion story. And what she wrote is that, this woman was to say Catherine Magbanua told her that she herself got Sigfrido and Rivera to kill Dan Markel, and no one else knew about it. And then she went to Charlie and said, I need my third of $1,000,000 because we had your brother-in-law killed. And then Charlie's supposed to say, what? You had him killed? Oh my gosh, that was not what it was for. It was for a bribe. What did you do? And he was beside himself. And then Catherine Magbanua decided to extort him now. And it was just so easy to do. And she's like, he's such an idiot. Ha, 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 ha. And they're like, do you think Catherine Magbanua spoke like that? And the woman's like, no. And then they're like, why did you come forward? And she said, well, at first I thought I could help myself with something, but second of all, it's the right thing to do. And what did Donna Adelson promise you? She promised her a grand piano. She promised her dental work. She promised her pills, a doctor that knew how to fill whatever prescriptions they needed. Promised her trailer and land, and it went on, and money. Harvey was going to sell money. All of that. Then they had a handwriting expert come in and look at the handwriting and verify it's Donna's handwriting. And that's Donna's own doing again. So the phone call, and then this. Two crazy things that Donna's own doing. And then, you can look at her and say, you had it all. It's just amazing how you screwed it the freak up. And how you got so many people to get on board with that. And not one of them said, nah, I can't do that. We're not really going to kill him, are we? I can't do that. No. Well, these people just got together. They're not kumbayaing around a fire. They're planning a murder. It's terrible. Donna says their family was cursed. So they had Chris Corbett back. And they had the Sanford. Did they have Sanford? They had Corbett back. Yeah, Corbett. Talking about the notebook and talking about the text messages. It was, they had the two jail informants. And then they rested their case. The prosecution rested their case. So Tuesday, whoever the defense is going to call, are they going to call Harvey? Are they going to call? I'm sure Donna's going to go up in her own defense the way Charlie did. And she's probably trying her best to weave another story together of all of this stuff, how I don't know how she's going to explain away this notebook. It was just a joke. I don't know what she's going to say. I really don't. The jury deliberated for 3 hours to convict Charlie Adelson. What do you think they're going to do to Donna Adelson? Hold on, let me see if I can find something that I want to show you guys about Donna Adelson. Let me see something. YouTube Studio. Let me look at something. Donna Adelson. Donna Adelson. Dear Donna. Let's see. Okay, I think I have her here. Hold on, I'm just trying to get to the right spot here. Maybe it's not that one. Okay. Donna Adelson. I know I have her. First court appearance. Oh, because it was probably after that we had that. Hold on. So weird. Well, I know I have that. Donna Adelson. I was trying to find her thing. I'm very surprised they did not play it. Why didn't they play it? I don't know why they didn't play it. I have no idea. Because they definitely should have. Thought I had it. Check my videos. I know I have it on here. So weird. Well, I'll find it. I was going to do the where she was arrested at the the Miami International Airport. I don't know why the defense didn't show it again, but she didn't want to give up her phone. And yeah, there was extra things they found on her phone. And Abby, are you back? Let's see what we got here. So the prosecutors rested their case. She's 75 years old. She's facing life in prison if convicted on a first-degree murder charge. She's also charged with conspiracy and solicitation to commit first-degree murder for Dan Markel's death. Markel was 41 years old when he was gunned down. Harvard Law grad. He was a prominent Florida State University law professor. That was never good enough for Donna. No. That was not what Wendy's husband was supposed to be. Let's see. Attorneys for Donna Adelson have said at trial that there's no direct evidence proving that she had actually planned the contract to kill or help fund it. They also said her son paid the hitman himself. The judge didn't push Adelson's attorneys to detail her defense case after the prosecution rested, but her attorney indicated in a recent pretrial hearing that Donna will take the stand. Charlie Adelson was not among the 24 witnesses called by the state. It's unclear if his mother's attorneys will call him in her defense case, but they moved him to Tallahassee. The jury saw records suggesting that Adelson, who lived with her husband in a luxury Miami condo, had the means to fund the murder plot that cost over $100,000 with their son, who worked with them at the family's dental practice. Prosecutors showed extensive communications between Donna and Charlie, illustrating their close relationship and how Donna kept track of things for Charlie, who in turn solved all kinds of problems for her. In 2013, after Wendy's divorce was finalized, Wendy had hoped to relocate her sons to South Florida to be near her brother and her parents, but a judge barred her from moving the kids away from Dan Markel, who was based in Tallahassee. Emails between Donna and Wendy showed how she pushed Wendy to pursue relocation. Okay, we saw it, right? Get the kids in front of a church. Put them in Hitler Youth costumes. It was just craziness. Tell him you're going to bribe him with $1 million. Just nut stuff. Anything. And then, of course, their ultimate plan, right? It's just crazy there. In the emails around the time of divorce, they put all this in, even including that $1 million to let the kids relocate. The mother's trial last week, Wendy testified that she hasn't spoken to her mother since November of 2023, around the time Donna Adelson was arrested. She testified that in October of that year, her mother had encouraged her to testify in a way that would help her brother at his trial. Donna was upset with how her daughter testified, feeling like Wendy's testimony wasn't helpful to her brother. Georgia Kappelman questioned Wendy about things she said in her first interview with law enforcement hours after Dan Markel was shot. Wendy confirmed that she initially told investigators that she was concerned she'd be a suspect, and also named her brother as someone who might be angry enough to harm Dan Markel. Wendy also named her parents on that list, but told investigators at the time she didn't think they were capable of something like that. Wendy several times denied having any involvement or knowledge about the plot to kill her ex-husband. When prosecutors asked Wendy what information she had about her mother's involvement in the plot to kill Dan Markel, Wendy testified, "I don't have any information." Wendy and her father have not been charged in connection with Dan Markel's murder. In the final question on cross-examination, Donna's attorney asked Wendy to confirm that anyone who was involved in Markel's killing should be held responsible, including her. You testified on direct that anybody in your family that had anything to do with it should be held responsible. Isn't that correct? Yes, Wendy Adelson said. And does that include yourself, doesn't it? Anyone Anyone who's responsible, Wendy said. And then Donna's oldest son, Rob, took the stand. He described his mother when she told him that Dan Markel had been killed, calling it one of the moments she'll remember forever. On the phone call, Donna Adelson said Dan Markel had been shot and later died of his injuries. She also said she'd been told somebody went to the front door and said, "Are you Dan Markel?" and shot him. He responded to his mother at the time, "How could you know that?" She said, "Well, that's just what they're telling us." On the stand, Rob testified, "The stories bothered me a lot because there's only one way you could hear a story like that." Rob also said his mother warned him not to cooperate with law enforcement, and when he said he'd been interviewed by the FBI, Donna said, "Well, you don't know anything anyway." He testified that Dan Markel's death was not a topic for discussion with his family in the following years, and Donna once said, "I don't know and I don't care. It doesn't concern me." The last straw was for Rob in May of 2016. He recalled feeling it was odd that he didn't hear from his parents about the arrest of Garcia, one of the hitmen. When his mother called him for his wedding anniversary that happened to be 2 days after the arrest, Rob testified that he had to bring it up. And when he did, Rob said he repeated it 3 times. They made an arrest. They got the guy who killed Danny. Donna didn't acknowledge the news and abruptly said she had to go and hung up. Rob said he hasn't spoken to his mother since. Let's see here. The jailhouse informants, 2 women who were incarcerated with Donna Adelson and Mag Benua, testified Friday that Donna admitted to them she committed the crime she's accused of and promised to compensate them if they testified about Mag Benua to help Adelson's case. Hold on a second, Okay. Both women testified that instead they opted to tell the prosecutors about their interactions with Donna Adelson, and they tried to do it to see if they could get a break in their own prosecution with the cooperation. Patricia Bird testified that when she slept near Adelson for several months in jail, she asked Donna if she did it. She said she did it. It was to keep her grandkids, but it wasn't supposed to go that far, Bird said. Adelson also promised her fellow inmate a tract of land and a trailer and to have her husband fix her teeth if she testified that Mag Benua was extorting the Adelson family. She wanted me to say that Mag Benua told me when we killed him, I knew my boyfriend's parents had money. Then Drina Bernhardt, another inmate confined with Adelson, testified that Donna called her jail daughter and spoke about the case, promising her $10,000 if she'd testify. Bernhardt gave law enforcement the notebook that contained a lengthy script that Donna Adelson wrote for Bernhardt to study. The script wove a detailed narrative of Mag Benua's scheme to extort the Adelson family, and she divulged to Bernhardt while they were incarcerated together. An investigator later testified that the story Donna wanted... Hold on a minute. Oh, I hope my internet didn't go out. Why is my everything freezing up? Hang on. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Nothing, it's back. Okay. Okay, so an investigator testified that the story that Donna Adelson wanted out there was consistent with claims Charles Adelson made when he testified in his own trial that Katie Magbanua and the hitmen were extorting him for years, threatening to hurt him and his parents if he didn't pay them over $300,000. Crime lab analysts testified that the forensic document examination confirmed that Donna Adelson wrote that script. Donna Adelson's attorney said the defense never contested that Donna wrote it. The defense team poked holes in the women's stories, pointing out inconsistencies in their prior statements, attacking their credibility, and highlighting the leniency they stand to gain from cooperating against Adelson. The defense is starting their case on Tuesday, and we'll see how many witnesses they call before Donna. Binky, are you back?
Yep.
You are. Okay. So, let's take a poll here. Where's the thing? Okay. Let's see how many think. Do you think Donna is, how do you think the jury will find Donna Adelson? Okay, let's see. What do you think about what's going on?
Guilty.
Guilty.
How embarrassing to try to get someone to lie for you.
Well, she's trying to do what she always does.
Yep.
She's still trying not to go down. I mean, everything's sinking. I don't know. Maybe she can become a prison writer. Certainly a tale. Harvey looks really mean now. At the airport when they arrested him. Really? But in the airport when they were arresting her, she made it sound like Harvey was so frail and stuff. Harvey doesn't look so frail now. He looks mean. And then I saw him laughing. He doesn't look so frail at all. He looks like he might even be stepping out on her.
I think he's very calm by now because he don't have all that going around him, all the lies and stuff.
I don't know, but if he's got something to do with it, I don't know.
Is he going to be on test? Does he have to testify?
I don't know if he's going to testify. We don't know who's testifying.
Oh.
We don't know.
He better keep his words to himself. I think he'll slide, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
And by Wendy telling her ex-boyfriend the whole plan, that was so stupid, too. He knew she didn't want him, but she wanted to know every detail where he was going to be.
Yeah. Well, I think he thinks and they think he was trying to set them up. Set him up. And
right.
Remember with that car and stuff, and then they had to rent another car.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they had everything.
They had everything, yeah. She just want, I don't know, Donna doesn't even look like somebody that wants to babysit Wendy's kids.
No.
But I didn't sound like it even when she was on the phone. I don't know. I don't understand what she pushed so hard for that for, because it didn't even seem like she wanted to.
Because they're entitled, they think. Whatever they want,
I think
they
she
get.
just, it was a big thing that she didn't want them around his family, and
And that's
that
absolutely wrong.
and that she said he was become a religious zealot and wouldn't let the kids have, the people that ate shrimp are bad and stuff like that.
She should have known that when she married him.
Well, they say that, which I don't believe, because I think his parents were very orthodox in their beliefs, but she's saying something like he only became that way after having kids or something, that he just really went over the top, and she say they used to eat bacon and everything, and then he just went over the top, she said. I don't know.
Then again, you would think that's how they do that. If that's how his parents were, that's how they do it. That's how they do their life like that. But at least they didn't keep him from marrying her like she did.
No, the mother wanted her to marry him, but then he was supposed to be, she wasn't happy when he decided to be a law professor, because that wasn't what he was supposed to be. He was supposed to work for a really good law firm. And at the time, I think she even said in Washington, D.C., and she would have been fine with that.
Yeah, something else is eating at her.
But when he wasn't, that wasn't good enough for her, Wendy.
I know, and that was a perfect job for him. He was happy. You find somebody that's working and they're happy at their job and they're good at it, you let them be.
Yeah, but
I think.
he's not making enough money for them.
Yeah, well, he ain't making nothing for him now. It's just wrong.
Yeah, and I just can't believe Wendy, that she was so, I don't know.
Oh, I didn't go drive past this crime scene. I just was trying to get this bottle of booze. Well, why didn't you stop and see if maybe your kids weren't at school yet? Why didn't you ask about what was going on? Because she already knew.
Yeah.
She was just verifying it.
I don't know how Scooter believes that.
She doesn't believe she. God,
Scooter believes that was random. I don't know. I think Scooter's
Even if it was random that she was going to go to that liquor store, you still would stop and see if your children were okay.
Yeah.
But she didn't know how to do that. She didn't know how to say, like, when the cops had her in for interrogation, she's like, "What do you mean he's dead? Oh my God." She already knew. They told her that before, they said. Somebody had told her that he was dead. And then she acted like she was finding out for the first time right then. Her mom said, "Put on your best act."
Yeah. It's crazy. I don't know. I wonder if they'll come back as fast as they did with Charlie. It's only 3 hours.
Oh, I bet they do. Because really, there's no other answer.
But you know what? And I think somebody might have said this too. It's like, because it's like the third time going through this trial, and we all know it, and they all know it, and they're acting like, okay, this is boring, so we're not playing this or we're not playing that. But supposedly these jurors have never seen that, so I hope that they're not skipping
Cutting so much out.
Yeah, and thinking that everybody knows this, because they don't.
Right.
If they're really telling the truth.
But even so, even if you didn't know anything about it, when you hear what the other people are saying, that she knew, It's obvious. It's so obvious that they all knew.
I don't know. And Catherine Magbanua, she could have got a deal too, and she didn't take
I
it,
know.
which doesn't even make sense.
Because she'd have to give up her baby's father, but meantime, she's sleeping with her boyfriend. So what's the difference?
Yeah.
It's just a weird, it's a weird, weird thing.
I think it could have been she thought the Latin kings would kill her if she ever did that, you know.
Yeah. But now, isn't Charlie in jail with him?
They're not in the same prison, no.
Oh, I thought they were.
Uh-uh. Nope.
But if they want him, they'll just get put in that prison somehow and they'll get him anyway. But as long as he's paying, then they didn't want him.
No, but he wasn't paying once.
Yeah, he's from another mold. He's from a different mold. You have everything, you know. Let Wendy tend to herself, fend for herself. I mean, if they said he was bullying her or being a jerk to her. Well, sometimes people are jerks, but you don't go kill them. I don't think. She's not used to people being a jerk to her, I guess.
I don't know. I mean, I think they just, I don't know. They really thought they could get away with this. It's crazy. Okay, I just performed surgery on the deer. He's almost back together again. Humpty Dumpty. Just gotta do the third leg. I'll let that one dry. Oh boy. Let's see what. Any update from Scooter? No, let me see. I'll check again, Jane Grill. Let me see.
I'm going to run and feed my
Oh, yes.
cat.
I love you. Back and just got in the parking lot. She's going in now. Okay. Yes. So that was about 20 minutes ago. Told you. Let us know. We're here. Let me see. I can't find the live again now. I don't know where you guys are. Where are you guys? Where are you guys? Anybody want to call in about Donna Adelson? If you want to call in and give your thoughts about Donna Adelson, if you're not in Slack, you can ask me for the number and I'll give it to you. Glad she made it there. Yeah. She did.
Now the hard part.
So I'm confused. Didn't she say her dad had like sepsis and then they said that he was going to have to get hospice?
Yeah, they were sending him home because I think he was tearing off tubes and stuff off of him, and he said he wanted to go home. He wanted to go home. So she said he came home for 2 days and then he was back in the hospital. But he's like giving up. He don't want to fight no more. That's my opinion, but that's what I hear from her when he says he's tired. He wants to go.
Right, but I think tonight she said something about they're making plans for hospice at home.
Yeah, because he don't want to be in there, so they're going to send him home.
But then,
But they can't with sepsis.
I know, right?
But I guess they can. I mean,
Then she said the doctor told the sister something like, how many more family members are coming?
yeah,
'Cause
by tomorrow morning.
he doesn't look good.
Yeah. So they'll talk to Scooter when she's there and tell her what to expect. I wouldn't think he'd be talking and stuff right now.
I know. But she said he was.
Yeah. He's had a long life. The way I look at it, when you were saying his wife's waiting for him, that was good to tell her.
Yeah. It's amazing that she's even 7 years old and her dad is still alive.
I know. When I met my husband, he had grandparents. I was like, what?
Yeah, that's crazy. And I think Dave's mother just died didn't she just died like last year?
Yeah, I think so. I think it is he's the last person Scooter has to like be the daddy, like bring her back to her childhood. She has her daddy. Her daddy always watched out for her and gave her good advice and all that. Once he's gone, then she's got to put on the big girl pants and be that for her grandchildren, and that's a whole nother story. Not that she don't love them and want to give them good advice, but now she's going to be like in charge.
Right.
When I think that's what has it's scary for her.
Plus, she's the oldest.
Yeah, that's what I mean. She's going to be the one that everybody comes to, and
Like, she doesn't have an older brother. Well, she has a.
yeah,
She has a lot of younger siblings.
you must feel like she don't know if she's coming or going. Like she said, I'm ready to retire. I should be retired right now.
Well, she is.
Well, not really. She's raising young children.
Right. I mean, but she's retired raising young children.
Yeah, she should have a different life right now instead of what she's. There, thank God that they have her. That's what I say.
Mm-hmm.
But she's probably wasn't how she planned it.
Right.
I just wish I could be there with her, you know,
Mm.
because she's going to have to drive home too. That's going to be another story.
Well, I bet there's going to be a lot of family there. Don't you think so?
Yeah, but they drove their own cars there probably. And what about her sister Shelley?
Yeah.
That's another whole chapter.
I don't know. Oh my gosh. Where did that go? I don't know. And so, did you get that stuff out for Raymond?
No, I didn't. I packed it all up, and they told me on the phone that I could send his ashes COD. I think his son thinks I'm trying to overcharge him, but
Yeah.
he called about the COD himself, and they told him it's going to be $140 to $180 to send his ashes. I was like, oh my gosh, you know. But I told him I have probably 7 boxes that I have to send him. I thought I was sending him. I packed it all up, and he told me today, you know, really all I want is the ashes and the briefcase. And the rest of the stuff you don't need to send it to me. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I packaged all that stuff up and I measured it and I, pretend like I was going to get a label when he sends me the money. And now he don't want it. And I'm like, heck no, I'm sending it to him. He said just you could gift it to people or whatever. I just think that's so bad of him to do that to me.
And is he only had one son?
Yeah. Yeah, he was adopted. Raymond was adopted, and he just found his real sister. Like a month before he died, he got in contact with his real sister, and they were so happy, and they were going to look forward to next month or last month to meet each other, and then he died. So that's really sad.
Yeah.
But he's another one who told me he was ready. I'm not going to live like this. I'm going to go. I'm going to be going, Binky. And I just took it like nothing, and then he asked me if he could give me a kiss on my forehead, and I said, "Of course you can." So he gave me a kiss on my forehead, and then the next day was when my brother told me go down there and check on him. He was gone,
Hmm.
but he couldn't eat. He couldn't swallow. There was some kind of bones in his neck from his vertebrae or something like blocking his swallowing. So he was withering away to nothing. He couldn't eat macaroni and cheese even if he ate a spoonful of mayonnaise first. He couldn't swallow it, anything. I told him, why don't you go to the hospital and let them put you a feeding tube in you till you get strong, But he says, I'm not doing that. He'd been through brain surgery in the last 5 years. He's been through a lot. He took a lot of medications, and he was tired. He started falling a lot.
Right. I remember he fell off a stool in your kitchen or something, right?
Yeah, he did that, and he fell it when he was at the bar. He fell right on the floor, on his face.
Oh.
When I found him, he had bruises all over him. I told my brother, they're going to probably question you about these bruises, but everybody knew Raymond was falling, and you could just tell that his size and all that. He was a big guy, but not at the time he died. He was little. His ashes only weighed 7 pounds, but that was pretty heavy to me. The ashes that I've carried before, they weren't seem like they were that heavy. But I could tell when he told me that he was going to not be here. I didn't think he would take his own life. I don't know if he did take his own life. They said he had a heart attack and seizure and something else.
Mm-hmm.
But my brother heard him in his room. He heard him say, no, 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 no. And then he said, yeah. And Mike just thought, okay, I'll just let him be. But when I found him, his eyes were looking back. They were wide open. He was looking back. It looked like he was seeing Jesus. I'm not kidding.
Oh, shoot. Third surgery. I don't know. Sucks. Like not Marianne, Linda Uribe came in and she said her friend died. But, I think she was 75.
Yeah, Raymond was 68.
Yeah. I know, and then there's some people that live to 100 and some people that live more than 100 and
Some people are 75 when they go to jail, you know?
yeah.
I didn't think she'd make it this far, really. I thought she was going to be like, who was it that was, oh, Diddy. I want my chef. They're not feeding
Yeah,
me
I
right.
thought, you know what? I thought she was so thin when she went to jail. I thought she was just gonna waste away,
Yeah,
you know, but she didn't. She gained weight.
yeah. They
And
feed you a lot of
yeah, but
bread.
that means she was eating. I thought she was gonna go on like a
Hunger strike,
hunger strike and not eat and just let herself
wither
go.
away, yep.
Yeah.
But she sounds like she's adjusted in jail. She's making friends and she's asking them to do illegal things for her. Thought she was running the show still.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think
I'd
so.
be sitting in a corner with my teeth clanking, my head covered up.
I don't know why I was thinking she was a teacher. She was never a teacher.
Didn't she do homeschooling with her grandkids?
I don't know, but I don't know why I thought like early on she was a teacher. I don't know why I think that.
I remember Charlie said after she was done doing something, then she became the bookkeeper at the dentist office. Maybe after her kids were in college, I think he said. Then she went to work for her son and her husband.
Right. I think maybe high school. I don't know.
But I feel really bad. I like the oldest son. I like him. He's smart enough to stay away from all that garbage. And he's living a life, with the person he chose. Do they have kids? I
Yes.
can't. Oh, they do?
Yes.
That'd be something to have to explain to your kids where their cousins are and where your aunt is and your grandmother.
Yeah. I don't know. Where's everybody tonight? Jen, you still there? Jen's on to this. Did you watch the Karen Reed case at all?
No.
Oh. She's really into the Karen Reed case.
I heard bits and pieces, but I wasn't following it.
Why don't you call in, Jen? Is she on the panel?
I don't know. I can't see anything. She would answer you, wouldn't she?
Oh, yeah. No,
Unless she dropped off.
she's in the chat. She was, and she said glad she made it there. Jen, are you still there? Jen.
Just say Karen Reed and then she'll jump in.
Karen Reed, Donna Adelson. Where's all the people that want to talk about that case?
Video Real was here earlier, wasn't he?
Yeah. What about that school shooter?
For the Catholic Church?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty awful.
His mother worked at that school in the past.
And he graduated there.
For 8th grade. Did you see that video?
No.
I did.
I thought it was a girl that turned into a boy.
No,
I
the opposite.
Oh. Oh, so I was close.
Robert to Robin.
Um,
But he was really rushy, whatever. Really strange. Saying they didn't care about the kids, and they were sorry to their family, and they had so much stuff.
and she killed herself, right? Or he
Yes.
killed himself.
Yes.
I mean, if you're going to do that at the end, why don't you just do it at the beginning and leave everybody else alone? Kids are there trying to learn and play and stuff.
Yeah, they didn't care about the kids. They said that she said that
Didn't concern
Jimmy
her.
said that she said something that she wanted to see kids ripped apart. It's horrible.
Oh my God. You got to watch that one from San Ysidro. That was terrible. At the McDonald's. That is god awful.
Yeah. When was that again?
80 something maybe. 84. 82 or 84. Just like when it starts, you're right in the middle of it. You are in the McDonald's. You are in the show.
Who was filming it?
People from outdoors, but they couldn't see, you couldn't really see. It was afterwards, but you couldn't see what was going on because McDonald's windows are tinted, or they are there. So, and there was nothing else around them, but there was, I mean, there was a bank or something next door, but some of the people that got hit, they ran to that bank. And then there was these little boys that were trying to leave McDonald's, and they were shot on their bicycles outside, and they have everybody covered up when they go inside with the camera after the sniper hit him, and they show you everybody. They pick up the blankets and let you look at everybody. So as if maybe you're missing your kid, then you would know that your kid was down there. But a little baby was wedged in between her mom and dad. They were just sitting inside having ice cream. An old man were laying on top of their Happy Meals or whatever. Just everybody was slaughtered there, except for some people hid in the downstairs closet. And when the cops came to rescue them, they were scared to death. They didn't know because the alarms were going off, and so they couldn't really hear who it was. But the cops were saying, "If you're down there, come up." And they didn't come up, so they waited for him to open the door, and then they were so scared, and he realized they weren't the killer. killer was dead. But they didn't know there was only one. But they got him good.
Who did
Killed
it
some young guy.
and why?
I'm not sure why. He didn't work there or anything. It wasn't like that. He just was in there gun happy, and he lived like a block away. That's how it starts. They show you from his house. They drive you to McDonald's from his house, and it's not far at all. And that's the McDonald's that had the playground, and all the kids would go there and play and not necessarily eat. They would just play. And then he just started firing. He went inside and started firing on. As soon as he walked in the door, he started shooting everybody. They tried to run out. He'd fire on them. A lot of people laid there like they were dead, so he wouldn't shoot them. And some of them he didn't shoot them. They ended up getting out of there. This one girl was a baby when it happened, and her mom had to leave her, the little infant, in there and run out to go get her daughter off the playground. And when she came back, the baby had been shot in the head, but she survived. She's in the story. She'll tell you somebody just grabbed her and took her out of there. But those little boys on the bicycle, there was two that passed away and one was alive. He was in the story, telling the story. And he's saying, like, I don't know why I was saved, but I was. And some people hid kids underneath the table and they blocked them with their bodies, and then they got shot. But they lived. Some of them lived, some of them didn't. But from the booth to the line to the back, the workers, and even outside, he was shooting everybody. You got to watch it, Carolyn.
What's it called?
I think it's called 77 Seconds or something like that. The San Ysidro murder at McDonald's. There's even cops there that are doing the interviews that were children that were there when it happened and how they got out. But when they went back and talked about it, they were cops then. And they sent the first cop, there was a McDonald's over here and then one right across the street down a little bit. And so they sent the cops to the wrong one first. So he had that much time to kill more people.
And then he killed himself, or they killed him?
They killed him. This SWAT team got there and went up on the roof and took a shot. They couldn't see through the windows, but he had been shooting out the windows, so they were able to see him just for a split second. And when they saw him, they shot him, and he went down. He had several weapons, and he was loading, taking time to load up, and people were just laying there going, oh my God, he's loading up again. And then he'd start shooting.
It's crazy.
Are we the only ones here? Let's watch it.
No, there's 24. I just don't know. I think there's something wrong with... Who's here? Denise, are you still here? Linda, Jay?
You need to turn on the lights and see who's still in here.
I know. Doing surgery on this last deer leg.
I didn't carry one piece of wood down here.
Really?
She's something else. She's got her room going on, and she's trying to make everything fit. And she wants to show me. She had 2 Coach bags for me to sell, but they're used. But she said she just wanted $30 for them both, and that I could keep whatever I made on them. But every time I go down there, she's got a box, and she's going, look at, these are all my nails. And then in this box, she's got all her jewelry. She's shining jewelry. She's got pieces of jewelry. She has 2 storages. She's another Vicky. And she wants to put these plants out on my brother's driveway, and he took them down. He don't want nothing out there. He just wants it clean. He wants it simple and clean. And she told me last night she's going to ask him if she could put her little couch out there on the driveway.
On the driveway?
Yeah.
A couch?
Yeah, it's like a outdoor couch, a patio couch. But she goes, it looks so cute. We could sit out here and talk at night. And he ain't hearing. He ain't having it. He's a grump butt. Tomorrow's his birthday. I told him, you better be nice to me today.
Tomorrow's his birthday?
Yeah. 71.
Is he 71?
He will be, yeah. He got that new Mini Cooper. He took me, you got to drive me down to Huntington Beach. I'm going to get a new Mini Cooper. And I was like, oh, lovely. Because I have one, but mine's in the backyard. Looks like heck. So I drove him out there, and he picked out the car he wanted, and we took it for a spin, and it's a turbo. So as soon as we got out of the driveway, he put on the gas down and takes off real fast. And then it starts beeping. It's saying, engine overheating. And I said, that's not good, Mike. We haven't even drove it for 5 minutes. And then it said, hood is open. So we got out, tried to close the hood, and it kept saying, bing, 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 your hood's open. So we went back to the dealer and told him, and he goes, oh, let me send it out back to my mechanics. They'll fix that up real quick. I think they probably just unplugged those warning lights. And then last night we were going to Home Depot, and all of a sudden on my side of the car in the back we heard, boom. I go, I think we got a flat tire, but it wasn't. But now it's saying trunk's open. So when we got to the Italian place, he got out and he slammed his trunk down, and we came back out from the food place and it said trunk's open. It something's wrong with the car. It runs nice. It feels like no one's ever even sat in it. The seats are real firm and just like a brand new car. But when we were going there, his two little interior lights were on when we started the car. And he goes, how'd those come on? How do you get them off? Because he's asking me because I have a Mini Cooper and I'm fooling around with these buttons, but they're nothing like my buttons in my car. It's like 12 years older than mine, or younger, yeah, newer than mine. So I just laughed because, he goes, get that book and you got light here and I read it and see how you turn these things off. So we got him off. We came back out from the food place. The lights were back on. The trunk was open. I don't know. I think he got taken. But he got him down from 89 to 8,000. So he felt, and they gave him a full tank of gas. I go, there, you can't beat that. But he don't go nowhere. We were walking the dogs the other night, me and Marianne, and we said something to him, and he goes, oh, Ken, I got to go somewhere right now. So we come walking around the market the other way, and there he is in line at McDonald's. Says, this is your big night out? You had to take it out to McDonald's? You could have walked here. He told me, I'm going to get a Mini Cooper, but I swear, anytime you want to use it, just tell me and I'll let you. But I don't dare ask him to use it because I know something's going to happen to it and I don't want to be driving it when it does.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. So, Jen.
Whoever's in here, type a 1 in chat.
No, where the freak? There's more people in here.
Huh.
I'm going to put on the word cookie, and I'm finishing this deer. He's on his third leg.
Was Sassy here tonight? here. But I see that they put
Hi,
my
baby.
money. It's in the request again. It was canceled. Now I asked her last night. How can you tell me why you canceled that request? And she didn't answer me. But it's showing that they owe $85.
Oh, that's good.
I don't know when White Angel gets paid. She said, I get paid at the end of the month and I'll pay you. I said, okay. This is about as end of the month as you can get.
Today, I can't believe. I hate that the summer is ending. I hate it.
Today I laid out at my brother's house. He has a chair out there and he has a whisk. What do they call that? When you have a hose with a bunch of holes in it, like a whisper. Or wait, just little tiny dribbles. It sprays at you, and it's so comfortable. And he's so dark, so he goes, just sit out there for half an hour. I promise you, you'll get tan. Well, I stayed there for half an hour, and then I came home. I laid out in my backyard for half an hour. I don't think I got tan, but he is dark.
I don't know, Evie. I don't know. Okay, let's see.
Is it already too cold to swim in your lake?
It was so cold today. It's so abnormally cold. I mean, it is cold. Like, why? How? It shouldn't be like this. It should not be like this. It's not right. It's not okay. There's something dreadfully wrong. Everybody's always complaining of the heat. And we're having it's like November. It's really like the snow is going to fly, and I'm not even kidding.
Oh, wow.
That's how cold it is. It was freezing.
I'm in shorts, and
It's
I'm
48 degrees right now.
Let me see how warm it is here. It is 73.
Yeah, I'm so fed up with people telling me how hot it is or how warm it is. I don't want to hear it.
Okay.
And I don't want to hear how, oh, winter's coming. The people that always do that live in hot climates and they're, oh, winter's coming.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it. I really don't. Summer's so short as it is. We got gypped so bad this year.
That's crazy how the water can get cold and it can be so cold.
It's not the water, it's the air.
Oh.
The air is so freaking cold you wouldn't even think of going swimming. It'd be like going swimming in November.
Yeah.
I hate this. I absolutely hate it.
Well, get down here. We can sit in the chair together. It really is refreshing.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of California with the earthquakes and the fires.
Yeah.
You know where I want to be.
I know, but it's wet there.
That's okay. I'll deal with it.
Yeah, it's just everything. Everything is good there. It makes it good. Like when it was raining, we were still outside. We still were wanting to do what we wanted to do. And we did it.
I don't even remember the rain.
You don't remember it raining?
No, I don't.
Remember we were on the deck of Coots and they were saying the hurricane's coming, and you were out there taking pictures of it.
That was the year before.
Yeah. Yeah. This time I don't know if it did rain. It had to have because when you guys came into Coots, you guys had to jump over some big puddles outside. But I don't remember it raining.
But that was the year before.
Oh, that's true. It was. I don't remember much from this year.
This year we had very good weather. The only time it rained, I think it was the day that Sandy left. And then it got nice right away. And then I went back on the beach. Sorry, I'm just finishing the surgery. I'm almost out of surgery. Okay, he's out of surgery. He's into recovery.
Her dad?
No,
Oh.
this little reindeer.
Oh.
He's out of surgery. He's had a successful limb reconstruction. He's fine. Okay. Very good. Okay. Let's see now. Now let's see if the chat is playing along. Here's how we'll flesh out Murder of Crows. We'll get them right out here. Do the daily word puzzle. "81% said guilty for Donna Adelson, and 19% said she's going to be found innocent." Get out of here, guys.
Count my vote because I didn't get to vote.
I don't know why.
How could they say she's going to be innocent? That's crazy.
I don't know. There's always people that say that. So.
There's always scooters around. Scooter, if you're listening, I'm just playing. Kind of.
Hi, 61. How are you?
There you go.
Where have you been?
Now Kathy just texts me, hey, you forgot the wood. Oh man, I'm tired.
Oh, stop it.
You were yawning a minute ago. You're the one that got me there.
I didn't yawn.
I think it was after surgery.
He's gonna be fine. Isn't that great? The little deer is gonna be fine. And he's gonna live here. And White Angel's now, oh my gosh, if she can't get one of those for Gio, she's gonna give her mine. I am.
Is she on right now?
No.
Oh.
She's probably listening. She probably just passed out when I said that. Get out of here. You can't do that. Should be able to get her another one. If I can't, well.
That's thicker than water.
Well. R61 is laughing. Friend is working on set for a movie. Was on search for old police badges and uniforms from the 1950s. You have anything?
I do have a police badge, but I don't think it's old. I believe it's from New York, too. I gave Scooter one because she was the new sheriff that year. It looks too new. Oops.
Who's that?
Oh, it's from Phoenix.
No, somebody just said something. Who is that?
I don't hear it.
You don't?
Uh-uh.
Who else is on here? Hello? Who's here? There you are, murdered crows. Elder. How can we do elder? Oh, eider. Very good. Now let me see who's here. Who's making those sounds? It's just us. Oh boy. Gotta get a drink. Hold on a second. Make it a strong one. Pour it again, Shirley. Oh, I gotta tell you a story. I gotta tell you a story. You gotta talk. friend of mine, who I'm friends with from pregnancy group when I had Ethan. We've remained friends ever since. And then she had another child when I had Luke, who's a couple months younger than Luke, but 16, right? He had a friend, a very good friend, when I think it was an ATV accident, and I think they were together, and they both almost died, but the other friend died, and her son lived.
Oh gosh.
But here's what happened, though. She posted a post, and she said, for the second time in 16 years, I almost lost my son tonight. And I'm going to read it to you because maybe someone will pay attention. Let me see here. Okay. She said, for the second time in 16 years, I almost lost my son this week. She gave his name, but I'm not going to give his name. For anyone who thinks this can't happen to me, friends, it can. I am the mom the kids all come to talk to, etc., even my own. I tell all the kids the same thing. Do not take anything that is given to you because you never know where it came from or what it has in it. Her son learned the hard way this week and took something and that something was laced. The results of this will be life-altering for him. It only takes one time. I don't share this for sympathy, and I'm not going to share the rest of the story out of respect for him. I share this because no parent, no mom, no family, no one that loves someone should ever have to deal with something like this.
It's true.
And all these parents say they told their kids all about this, not to take the stuff, not to take the stuff. You know, you never know what somebody gives you, even if they tell you. Scary world.
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't mind me, I'm doing chair yoga.
Are you?
Yeah.
You're watching the lady?
No, I just saw a little clip of it. I know a couple of them, so I'm doing those ones.
Oh.
I just do the free ones.
Yeah, scary, right? Oh my goodness. I don't know what she means by it'll be life altering.
Probably could have blown his mind, you know, like he's never going to come back that way. Or it could be that they'll be addicted to it. Whatever it is.
You're watching us and you're watching a World War II documentary at the same time. Hi. Okay.
Whatever it takes, just get in here and watch.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe more people are not into Adelson, or at least they're not here. I missed that. You know, how many more people that are...
They seem to be liking that other one you're doing. Shirella.
Yeah.
She's a little brat, boy.
Yeah. But in the back of that police car, she looked all innocent and stuff, didn't she?
Yeah.
Like a little girl, like a... You wouldn't think she was the one that was telling the guy, get out here, I'm going to key your car, right?
Yeah. She has a big mouth and I don't know, probably no brains, obviously. So she only got in one wreck, or she's been in a lot of wrecks? I know that they were, when I first started watching it, they had been in that wreck. That's when they came and told her parent, or the boy's parents. That's
No,
the one
that was the one that killed him.
Right.
Right, but then they said something about her hitting a car at Sheets or something, and the mother's like, no, she didn't hit it. Oh, yeah, that's right. Or something, I don't know.
Yeah. She wasn't even watching the road half the time.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
What else is on? Let me see what else is happening today. Oklahoma. Grandmother arrested after stepfather impregnates an 11-year-old. What the hell?
And the mother's pregnant by him too, or something.
What?
Yeah. That's what I heard. The 11-year-old girl gave birth, and with her stepfather, and that's not the only person that's pregnant in the house. The mother's pregnant also. Gross. Whatever happened to Maddie Soto?
Oh, they found bones, and that father that killed those 3 little girls.
Oh no.
So he may be dead.
Or whatever happened to that guy who shot his 3 boys? Is he dead, or is he in jail?
No, he's in. I don't know what the heck ever happened to him. He was taken.
That was so crazy. He was so calm. How are you going to chase your kids down and drag them back and kill them? That's just too much. See, but like the wife, she must have seen a sign, like that guy who shot his little babies with the spear gun.
Oh.
His wife had to have heard his craziness going on. The Illuminati or whatever he's calling it, and then they're coming back as lizards. People have to, you hear something, you better speak up, because these people are serious when they start talking crazy like that. That woman, she must wish she was dead, the mother of those 2 kids. Those were beautiful kids. And he taught all those kids how to surf and all that.
Yeah. So many wacko people.
I know.
I don't understand how so many people do that kind of stuff. There's something really wrong with the people.
Maybe some of them are just such losers that when they see someone else do it and then their name's mentioned on TV, they get off on that. They want to be that person. They want to go out with a bang. Well, bang it yourself. Don't bang with the little kids. That's awful. And didn't he have a sister that survived?
Wait, the one that did the spear gun?
No, No, he killed both of his kids,
Yeah.
but I think it was I was thinking it was the guy with the three boys. The daughter was running down the road saying, "My
Oh,
dad,
yeah. That was his stepdaughter, yeah.
yeah, my dad's killing everybody."
Mm-hmm.
See, and she has to live with that. And that, like that lady who threw her kids out on the freeway, and the little baby infant died, but the sister didn't die.
Oh. Mm.
See, sometimes I question God. I know I shouldn't, but because they said last week in church, why does God let innocent people get that happen to them? And he said, who's innocent? We're all sinners, but that doesn't fit right with me.
Mm.
Not at all. They told me when my daughter died, you just don't see the big picture. You'll see the big picture someday. Well, in my mind, I pictured, okay, this world has gone crazy. Maybe she's being spared from something terrible, terrible, even more terrible to happen to her than what happened. Hers was like a medical condition that killed her. But, there's a lot of people out there that they don't have medical conditions, but they're killed nonetheless. That's how I settle it with that, is my daughter's spared from craziness that kill her. I don't know how else to think about it. Has Rosemarie contacted you lately?
Oh, shite. We have a prayer group tomorrow.
Ah.
6 o'clock or something.
Oh, good. I'm glad I asked.
Mm.
I'll write that right now.
Mm-hmm.
So that means I'll go to church early so I can attend that. Our church is turning 100 years old, and next month. That's crazy.
Election official accused of slipping drugs into his granddaughter's Dairy Queen blizzards. What?
Oh my God.
What? Chasing evil.
Kathy wants me to come down there now and do the wood. She's to that point now. She has 2 cats in her room, and then she has a couch in her room, and she took her bed out.
She has 2 cats in the yard.
Yeah. My brother has 2 dogs in the house.
She has 2 cats in her room.
Uh-huh. They stay in there. One's real old, one's not old, but he's a big Maine Coon or whatever they call him. He's a big cat. This isn't going to take me long to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Because she said she's going to help me carry him back. So
Oh, Jimmy said that somebody went to, you know what Burning Man is?
yeah,
And spontaneously gave, she didn't know she was pregnant and spontaneously gave birth.
wow. I guess that's what you'd have to do out there because it's nothing but desert. But who would go at that? Wow.
I,
Dirt and fire. That's what it is.
yeah, I know. I think my daughter went to one of those ones. Burning Man. Let me see. Burning Man. Yeah, woman gives birth to surprise baby at Burning Man festival.
Surprise as
Couple
in she
unexpectedly deliver a baby girl in an RV at Burning Man. She spontaneously gave birth after she had no clue that she was pregnant with her and her husband's first child.
I wonder if she thought she had gas at any time. Like when the baby moves, sometimes I'll have my stomach will move when I have gas. And I think, oh my God, I got a baby in there. I mean, you can't, you have to know when the baby's moving. You know you got
She
a baby.
was 36 years old, and her and her husband claimed they had no idea she was pregnant. She said, had I known about the pregnancy, that's the absolute last place on the planet I would have been. The woman was unaware that she was pregnant before going to Burning Man. She's given birth on the morning of August 7th. She unexpectedly went into labor in an RV she was staying in alongside her husband. I just started yelling for anyone to come help me. In a matter of minutes, we had an obstetrician, a NICU nurse, and a pediatrician. I don't know where they all came from. He and Kayla had no idea they were expecting. It was an absolute 100% cryptic pregnancy. No signs, no morning sickness. She wasn't even showing. In a lucky coincidence, a group of medical staff were staying next to the couple, immediately rushed to help deliver the baby. She welcomed a baby girl who weighed around 3.5 pounds.
Oh, wow.
At what doctors estimate would be a month premature. Shortly after the birth, the newborn baby girl, Aurora, was transported alone by helicopter to a neonatal intensive care unit in Reno. The parents had to make the hours-long drive to the city, which is an hour-and-a-half flight away from their Salt Lake City home, as there was no space for them to travel with their daughter.
Wow.
The couple is now stranded in Reno as their daughter remains in the hospital. She's currently in the NICU, gaining strength every day, said the baby's aunt. Mom and Dad are both doing okay, but she will need to stay in the hospital until she's ready to go home. The fundraiser aims to cover bills. So far, over $6,000 has been raised, with a donation of $11,000. Since this is their first child and their pregnancy was completely unexpected, my brother and his wife don't even have anything prepared. No.
Surprise.
Surprise. Surprise. Surprise.
My daughter only weighed 415, but I was expecting a baby, right? So I knew that something was going to happen.
She was only 415. Was she early?
No, she wasn't. It's because I had the measles, so she didn't grow that much. I only gained 13 pounds. My doctor, every time I would see him after my visit, he'd meet me in the office, and he would just kind of like be in his head. I could see him thinking about what's going on here. And I'd tell my mom when I got home, something's wrong, Mom, because the way he looks, she goes, well, you're the mother. If there's something wrong, he'll tell you. But I had got the dates messed up when I had the measles, and by the time I got pregnant, and then he said he would have suggested I terminate, but I never would have terminated her. But because that wouldn't happen to me. That's how I thought. That can't happen to me. But it did. But it taught me a lot. A whole lot. And being she was my first baby, I didn't think it was odd to have to go to the doctor all the time like we did. Johnny was a piece of cake because he was born and he went, and that was it. You know, then he went for his regular checkups. But she was going to the doctor all the time. She had to have 5 eye surgeries. She had to have heart surgery.
I still don't get those co-joined twins. Which one is married to him? The one that's like, because they're standing next to each other, and one is
Didn't
closer.
one have a baby?
They're saying now that they're walking around with like a baby and a. I don't get that. I'm so sorry. I can't understand that.
Right, because they each have one leg,
I
right?
just,
And
I'm
one
so
arm.
sorry. I just cannot understand that.
Yeah.
I can't. I cannot understand it. How can you say you are married to one of them? Now let's say the other one wants to get married.
Right.
Then
And
what?
then,
Then what?
yeah.
She wants to live with her husband. Sleep with her husband. What happens?
They have to have the same house and have a different bed. She could put one leg in it.
But that
I
doesn't
know.
make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I wonder if he really is with the both of them. Like,
Yeah, that's a
what would you do if the other one? Okay, here's the other thing. I want to go on a date and meet a guy. The other one's
and
married,
right.
right? So what is she
Yeah,
going to do?
I don't know. That's
I'm
weird.
so confused by that. I cannot wrap my head around that.
I saw these two twins that were hooked together by the tops of their head, and they had to bend down all the time, and they were at this apartment and trying to push the buttons to get in this apartment. I was like, oh my God, I seen them on TV, and now I'm seeing them in person. That has got to be the most back-breaking
I don't know. I
position.
saw two kids a long time ago attached to the top of their heads, and they took them apart as babies.
Yeah, they didn't take these two apart. They were like 27, I think, when I saw them. But they died now. They're dead now. But then I seen another one, not in person, but on TV. She was a full-size woman, and then she had this little baby hooked to her that sat on her lap all the time. They were hooked at the chest. That's another one. Like, what are you gonna do?
I, but I can't understand this at
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
How? How could it be?
I don't know.
What would you do? So, okay. So then do they tell that one, I'm sorry, you're just not allowed to have any kind of a life? He's got to
Right,
be
you're
with the
going.
both of them. And they just can't say it because that would be plural marriage or something. I don't understand. There's no way that he can just be with one of them.
How would they give birth? How would she give birth, or they give birth? Because they both had one leg and one arm, and their body was shared. They had. Did they have two hearts? Did they have one heart?
I don't know. I
So
just can't even believe that whole thing. I just don't even understand how that would work.
yeah. Okay, I'm coming. I'm
What,
coming.
what would you do?
I'm gonna read into that, but I'll be right back.
I feel like I'm going to show you something. I don't understand this. Hold on, let me see. Okay, let's see what they're saying. Brittany and Abby. Okay. Now, which one is married to him? Now, it would be absolutely bizarre if this is the one that was married to him because she's on the outside and she's closer to him. Oh my goodness, let me see. Earlier this month, it was published. They were carrying a baby in a car seat. However, it's unclear how they're connected to that child. Abby and Brittany were born on March 7, 1990. Their mother, Patty Hensel, shared in a 2007 documentary, The Twins Who Share a Body, that she only expected to deliver one baby when she gave birth on scans. Abby and Brittany were initially born with 3 arms, but had one removed as it wasn't functional. Patty and her husband Mike were told Abby and Brittany were inseparable as babies. And while Patty explained that separation may have been possible, as the girls matured, the parents chose to keep them co-joined as they were able to live a fully healthy life together. We never wish we were separated. Oh my gosh. Because then we wouldn't get to do the things we can do. Play softball. Why couldn't you play softball? Meet new people. Run. Why couldn't you run and play softball? Oh, if they were separated. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, there's one body. There's 2 arms and 2 legs. I'm sorry. I do not understand it. Okay. How do you have a relationship like this? Which sister is married to him, and they both got to be married to him. There's 2 legs here and 2 arms. I don't get it. Which one is married? Let me see. I want to go to bed. I want to stay up. I want to read a book. I want the light on. I don't get it. And then I don't understand. I don't get it. He's got to be married to the both of them, and they're just not saying it because it's not legal. It's like they can never get away. They can never go on their own. They can never think about anything. And if they really are such different people, I can't even imagine how infuriating that must be at times. I don't get it. I do not get it. Does anybody else get it? What if she wants to go? What if the other one wants a husband? Has anybody ever thought of this possibility? What if the other one wants a husband? Murder of crows. What is that face for? Are you making fun of me, Murder of Crows? Uh-oh, Murder of Crows is making fun of me. Well, that doesn't exactly mean that they couldn't play softball. They could have a prosthetic arm and a prosthetic leg. Okay, they're separate people, but listen to me. Which one is married to him? The one whose head is closest to him, or the opposite way? And what if the other one wants a boyfriend and a husband? How does she do that? Oh, see you later, honey. My sister wants to go on a date, and she's going to be, she's very promiscuous, so she sleeps with everybody. Come on. What do you do? It's crazy. How do they do that? So one of them's married. And what about the other one saying, I want to be married too? And then what happens if the other one gets married? Do they all sleep in bed together? I don't know which one is married to him. The older sister, the other sister could marry. She could marry, but how would they work that out, Murder of Crows? Let's just think about the logistics of that. To get married, she'd have to date, right? Okay. That's so awkward. Because essentially, there's only one body, which means whoever she's sleeping with, he's sleeping with, the other guy's sleeping with. Come on. What do they do if she gets married? They all stay in bed together? Then her sister and husband would be along on the date. Oh my gosh, get out of here. I understand her sister is going to be there, but why is the husband going? That's crazy. That is so crazy. And let's just say the sister is getting serious with someone. Okay? How the heck is that going to work out even mentally? That would be traumatizing. Because literally, the other sister is having sex with some guy while she's married. Come on. I'm sorry. I think they can't say that he's married to both women, but he has to be the husband for both of them. He has to be. There's no other way about it. Because if he wasn't, it would be crazy. He has to be with both of them. won't work otherwise. Honey, I want to talk to you alone. How do you even talk to your wife alone? You don't. He's got to be married to both of them. There's no which way around it. There isn't. Oh, I don't want kids. I do. Yeah. And how would they have kids? They can only probably, if they're able to get pregnant, how are they going to know whose kid it is? Okay? Listen to me. The one's having sex with her husband. Let's say the other one's more promiscuous and she's going out on dates and ends up having a bunch of sex, and then they get pregnant. They don't know whose baby it is. It's just crazy. There's no way. He has to be the husband to both of them. And they probably just can't say it because of the law. There's no way. Wouldn't make sense any other way. How would that even make sense? Let me see what they share. They share one body, a single set of reproductive organs, a liver, a large intestine, a pelvis, as well as their bloodstream. They control their 2 separate arms, 2 heads, 2 brains. They have 2 hearts and 4 lungs as one team, coordinating every action from waking to driving. Oh, can you even imagine driving? Oh my goodness. Each possesses their own heart. They have 4 lungs, with 2 being partially fused. Let's see, they have 2 separate spinal cords that merge. Each has a heart, a stomach, a spine, a pair of lungs, and a spinal cord. Each twin controls 1 arm and 1 leg. I do not understand it. Co-joined twins. See, somebody here said the whole dynamic is crazy and impossible to even imagine. Married twin. Hey, honey, my sister wants to spend the night at her new boyfriend's place. Yeah. They said it's actually incomprehensible to most people. Somebody said, seriously, I'm just an incredibly curious person about everything. I have a bunch of questions. Do they both feel it? What happens when the other one gets married? Is a child delivery easier or harder? What's the kid's DNA look like? Is it half his and a quarter hers and a quarter the other hers? But it's also one of those things I'm curious, not curious enough to expect an answer. Someone said, I don't know. I don't know. They only got one job. I don't know. A lot of people have questions. I don't know. I don't know. It's too much for me tonight. I can't. Hi, KCL. Someone's tired. Yeah, it's late, isn't it? It's 3 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock. Oh yeah, that happened a while ago, didn't it, KCL? That was a while ago, wasn't it? It was a while ago. While ago. Yeah, it's 3 something here. Hi. Operated on a deer. Ouch. I thought Evie said she was coming back. Never does. Ouch. Ow! Ouch! Ouch. Hi, Christine. Debbie Two Scoots saying lots of prayers for your dad and for you and your family. Yeah, right, Christine. Let me see if I have any more messages from her. Ow! Okay, let me see. Hold on. The judge was, banging everybody and everything. My little dear is all better. He's staying here. Poor little baby. He's been through a lot. But he's all fine now. Poor little guy's all better. Let me find a short place for him to spend the night. Right here is beautiful. Place to recover. There. Okay. I would think they would both. Oh. Okay. Cold here. Oh, it's so cold here. Kai, it's ridiculous. You've been raining here? No, it hasn't. It's not the rain. I can't even believe how cold it is. I cannot believe how cold it is. I'm going to look that up. I cannot believe how cold it is. I don't know. I don't know. I feel. Oh, I was supposed to check on Scooter. I don't Nothing else since she went in the hospital. Nothing else. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm tired and delicious. Okay, babies. You don't have to go to Wendy's house. I don't know where you guys are. Oh boy. There you are. Well, I'm going to head to bed. It's 2 here. Good night. Me too, KCL. Scooter just put a message in chat. She sat with her dad. Okay, wait a second. Scooter just put a message in this chat? Where? Why don't I see it? Scooter blocked me. How come I don't see it, Murder of Crows? I'm not kidding around. I'm not trying to be funny. I don't see a message from her. How far up? This is crazy. Oh, finally. Thank you, Murder. Hold on a minute. Wait a second. Hey guys, Melissa and I are sitting in Dad's room and he's resting comfortably. They are still having a hospice nurse come access him. So they evidently must think he will hold on for a bit. I don't know. He has pneumonia among fluid buildup, just letting you know. Ativan is keeping him asleep and his blood pressure up, otherwise it would go down. Thank you, Murder. I don't have the sound on. I wanted to let you all know. Thank you all. Love you all. Okay, love you. I sent you your message, so because I know you don't have the sound on. I got it, Murder. Yeah. Yeah, I went up. I went up there, way up there. Oh my goodness. What am I gonna do? What? That's Debbie 2 Scooter KCL. Debbie with 2 scooters. I feel bad because Abby said she was coming right back. You forgot you were going to bed, right? I know. Me too. All right, you guys, I am going to go to bed now, okay? I love you. God bless. Keep your prayers for Scooter, Dad, family, and everybody else that needs them. We'll see you tomorrow. White Angel. We'll see if I can get G another deer. Otherwise, I don't know. All right. Love you guys. God bless. Good night.